Why is this not working? Why is this not working? Let's try this again. I wish they would just make, like, actual mods for this stuff.
You!
Alright, you gonna work this time? God damn it, why is this so complicated? Just fucking edit it. Stupid weapon editor is not working. Tell it to fucking do it and it doesn't do it. Let's try this again. This is so dumb. Just work. No, I don't want to make changes. I just want the stupid fucking thing to work. This thing refuses to work. That's what I hated about this game. Is you can't get attack speed. It takes forever to give it to you. Maybe it'll work on another character. It's stupid. Alright, just work, please. I understand how to do this.
You!
Okay, then what? It's not doing anything. Uh, it says wait 7 seconds. It doesn't see it. I don't get how to make this work. This game should just have a way to get the stuff that you want. It's so stupid that it doesn't. Played this for like 60 hours. I got so fucking tired of it. Because you can't get the stuff that you want. It's just all random. It's just refusing to work. I only have like 3 things in here. Like, what the fuck's the problem? Just work. Alright, maybe this will fix it. That's why this game should have had better loot. The loot sucks balls. Like, to play the game you need attack speed and it doesn't give it to you ever. Just try this fucking thing again. Please just work. I have everything on like it's telling me to do, and it doesn't work. It's like the only reason I want to play this again is because I can just give myself the fun stuff that never drops. Alright, let's try Impa since I'm on her menu. Alright, I think I fixed it. Should not have to do this, though. Should not have to do this. But it's like a big ordeal to, like, get anything good in this game. Alright. Let's see here. Gotta figure out how to get this to work. I'm sorry I'm not, like, not playing right now. I'm trying to fix this shit. Okay, here it is right here. Alright. I think we're making progress. Only getting it in one slot. What the hell? Maybe I'll try this one here. This one. None of the stuff I'm doing on the other one is sticking. It keeps forgetting that it's there. I like this game, but I definitely felt like the shit frame rate was not the only thing wrong with it. The fact that I have to do this to have fun playing the game is a big part of the problem. Playing this. No, the cheat table is not working. This game has horrendous RNG. It's awful how bad it is. I'm trying to fix this right now, but it's like not working. Let's try another character. Okay, I found this one right here. See if I can get this. If I can get this to stick, and maybe I just need to make like a junk weapon and then just keep it that way. Yeah, this game has a weird amount of grind for how little content it has. It's like an insane amount of grinding, but like the game itself is not really that long. They cut down on the grinding a lot. Okay, so this one is sticking, it seems. They got like fat attack speed on that one. Oh, there we go. Resistance to all status effects. Let's see. No, that's not working. Didn't like that. It said no. What else we got here? Alright, so let me save that really quick. I think I'm just gonna make a couple weapons and just mess around with this game. It was fun, but they needed to add a Korean MMO grind to like a 60-hour game for some reason. They thought that that was a good idea. Ironically, the other one... Ironically, the previous one, it was a lot easier to get stuff that you wanted. But that game had like hundreds of hours of grinding. This one, for some reason, they just decided to increase the grind like a crazy amount. I don't know why. Pretty bunk design. Let's find Impa here, so I like playing as her too. This game has less grinding. The problem with it is just that you can't get the stuff that you want. You like can't ever get the stuff that you want. It just refuses to drop stuff, so it gets kind of boring after a while. I'll try this one. No, this game was a lot longer if you tried to, This game was a lot longer if you kept playing it throughout the DLC, but there just wasn't really a whole lot to do. And the RNG was horrendous. Try this one. Where's that one? Should be weapon slot 8. I think this game has the worst grind in any Musou game, because you can't control any of it at all. It's just play the game forever and constantly get nothing. I got sick of it really fast. I think this game is good though, especially now that you can play it on emulator. Alright, so what happens if I choose another one here? Is it gonna like allow me to change it? I think I need to like maybe fuse some of these together. I'm trying to find this one with the slots, but it's like not appearing. I'm messing around with Cheat Engine right now, you guys can't see it. This thing gonna work or what? I'm obviously doing something unintended, so that's not helping things. It's just the game should have been designed better so that you could actually do stuff like this. Alright, so it's not working on her. Who else did I like to play on this? This guy was pretty cool. Have a good multi-slot weapon in here. Yeah, this one. Let's try him. Attack speed is king in this game. It's like the most busted thing in this game. It's not like other Musou games where it's like the... It's nice to have the attack speed, but you don't need it. Attack speed is busted in this game. Alright. I think I can maybe fix his weapon. Let's see if that sticks. Yeah. So what happens if I add another slot? Is it gonna freak out? I can always go back on the save if I want to, but I think that's good enough for now. We'll leave him like that. Alright, so he's done. This guy is like the coolest character. Let's see, what's this guy's name? Suga? Okay. Alright, take the strong attack off, I think. Give him, maybe something else. I didn't like a lot of the characters either. Some of them really suck balls to play. Okay, let's find this sword here and make him, sword. I don't agree with the first one being better. The first one has too much of a good thing. It's got a lot of grind, yes, but it's, it just gets old. A lot of the movesets suck. The combat is very boring. I mean, if all you want is just something to play for a long time, it's fine, but I got bored of that game really fast. Just didn't have a lot going for it. You spend a lot of time grinding forever, and they like to take away characters that you like. And make you play as the ones with the poop movesets. I think they could have balanced it out a little bit better. So just nope, you gotta play as that chick with the bugs. The moveset is garbage. Or Darunia from Ocarina of Time. He was asked to play too. Alright, so that's done. So, fuse weapons. Let's make him a flail as well. Yeah, you hit a grind wall in Hyrule Warriors really fast. It starts out, it's like great fun. It's like cool, you get to play like Musou with like Zelda. But it starts to get old really fast. That game is all about the grind. Like an extreme grind. Some people like that. I just like grinding for a purpose. The thing about that game is that you just kind of grind to grind. It's not terribly interesting or engaging. The combat in that game is very basic. There's not really a whole lot of cool stuff that you can do. But to each their own. Some people like really love that game. They think it's like the best Musou game. I honestly think it's not that hot. It's alright. Alright. I don't know, it's just a lot of doing the same thing over and over. And I mean, if that's your thing, if you like that game's core gameplay, you definitely get your money's worth, but mechanically it's a very boring game. There's just not much to it. This game has a lot more going on. They like have like less characters and less movesets, but there's like more to do with them and stuff. I think this game's combat is really fun, but the RNG to get stuff is like what really makes this game struggle to be engaging for more than like a couple hours. That's kind of the problem with this game. I think they wanted to like draw it out as long as they could, but it just gets old fast. That was the biggest complaint about this game, is that it didn't have as much grinding. But the problem is it actually does have more, in a way, because you can't control what you get. The grind is like theoretically endless. And the problem with that is that by the time you get a good weapon for like even one character, the game is over. I cleared like maybe like 80% of this game before I stopped playing. It's like, yeah, I can grind for the weapons because I just want to make videos and stuff. I wanted to like play this game a lot more for the channel, but I'm like, oh, I've already done almost everything, and I still can't get a good weapon. Like, that's just jacked game design. There's nothing normal about that. I shouldn't be like done with the DLC and beaten the game and cleared like a decent chunk of the content, and then like only have like one good weapon. That just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, the biggest complaint with this game was the frame rate. The frame rate is definitely terrible. I'll be the first to admit that, but there's a lot more that's wrong with this game.
It will be my honor.
I'll be watching you.
Actually, maybe I could fix your weapon now. Hold on.
You!
Well, Lance, the thing is, people get fucking obsessed with, they get obsessed with how long games are. They get obsessed with how long they are instead of, like, are they actually fun to play? Are you actually doing something that's fun? That's this game's biggest fault. Maybe I can take this one. Also, the thing about the complaining about the lack of content is kind of dumb, in my opinion, because the first Zelda Musou is basically like a celebration of the entire franchise. Like, we're gonna put everybody into one game, and like the only way we can do that is to like not make it an actual like adventure game like a normal Zelda. It has to be like like an action game of some sort, so you can play as everybody. The concept of that is cool, because, you know, in Zelda, you generally only play as, like, Link and maybe Zelda sometimes if you're lucky. This game is pretty much strictly just doing Breath of the Wild, so it was going to have less content by default. But they just decided to just make it a Korean MMO. That's the problem. Let's just make this into a Korean MMO for, like, no reason. There's not enough content to even warrant all this grinding. I feel like Korean MMOs have that grinding because there's actually like content to use it on. You kind of just... you burn out on this game really fast. A lot of people actually played throughout the DLC wait times. I kind of stopped. Kind of glad I did. But they kind of like limited themselves to just one part of Zelda. They kind of like limited what they could do. But the final DLC should have made it a lot easier to get stuff that you want. So you can at least like just have fun with the characters, even though the game itself doesn't really have much content. Alright, hers is done. Let's just go with this.
This smells quite promising.
The movesets in this game, for what it's worth, are way better than the
Exquisite.
I
first
believe
one.
so.
It's like one thing they got right. They just tried to make you grind an extreme amount for like a game that doesn't have that much content. I think we're good now. Let's try them out.
Now. Mine. Link.
A worthy adversary.
Yes, Emma. This is over. Link. still. Give up!
Which battle do you wish to reflect on?
The fight starts now. Hope this is one of those easy wins. Stay strong! We can win this! You got my back? Leave it to me! Take a breather. Stand down. Don't mind if I do. With me.
I will guard your back. Stay swapping in. Is it my turn? We won't lose, no matter what. We're swapping in. You are mine! I don't know how long I can hold on. Help me, please.
Stand down.
Swapping it.
You paying attention? Let's enjoy this.
Hey, what's up, boss? How you doing?
Let's earn our keep.
I do not give you permission to be defeated. Now, fight for your lives!
Stay strong. We can win this.
We're making history here, people.
You got my back? Let us stand together.
Oh, I got
Guard your
cold. I'm
back.
sorry. It is that season.
Been swarming in!
None shall surpass me. Witness dimension.
Yeah, my dad left. My dad left earlier today. Yeah. Gonna have to go see his sister.
Take a breather.
So I'm just chilling.
This place is becoming ours.
I'll be off tomorrow night, so probably do a New Year's stream because the assholes around here are gonna do like 8 billion fireworks. But no, I'm not getting any sleep tomorrow. probably cook up a New Year's Eve stream. I don't really care about it myself. My New Year's resolution is to just survive.
Take a breather.
I can give myself these insane expectations, more than I already have. I don't care about that part.
Sorry, but we gotta fall back for now.
But yeah, the people around here are not gonna let me sleep, so probably on the stream. Gotta feed the cats in the afternoon. Probably grab lunch and hang out with them for a little bit and come back.
I don't mind if I do. Take a breather. Let's get started.
Well, that's what makes me anxious too, because I take care of animals. I'm a caretaker. I don't have like
We're done for. The
a
rest
degree
is up
for
to
it
you.
or anything, but I am a caretaker. I do it every day, 6 days a week. I worry about them too. Not a fan of New Year's. All things considered, I did pretty good this year, despite all the shit I had to do.
You shall pay for this. You hear?
Positive, at least.
On to the next one. Your efforts lift everyone's spirits. I, no exception.
We can ill afford defeat here.
Is it my turn?
I just don't believe in setting lofty goals for yourself. Everybody's always like, I wanna get a car and start a family. Just focus on surviving. Just focus on surviving. Try to be a little better, sure, but I don't believe in making a big ass laundry list of shit you need to tell yourself to do. It's like just focus on surviving.
I'm sorry, but we
These
will be
days,
taking
everything's
this land.
pretty much been living in hard mode for playing in hard mode for like a couple years now. Just try to survive. It's one thing if it's like, you know, maybe I'll eat out like one less day a week or something. That's fine. Like for someone like me, like hey, maybe make more content. Try different games or something, but like don't just like have fun. Set up those expectations for myself. Made it through another year. That's good enough for me. Don't need more than that.
Greatness demands it. Raise me ahead.
No one is matching us.
The enemy will regret this. Be gone. That was adequate.
I'm swapping in.
I hope you will not think ill of me.
You can do it. I can also do it.
My turn at last. You shall not get in my way. This victory tastes extra sweet.
This game is definitely a lot more fun when it's not running at like 20 FPS all the time. I actually really like this game. I think it's one of the best Musou games to come out in a long time. I know that's kind of a low bar to set, admittedly, but I really like this game. I think it's way better than Age of Calamity. The problem with this game is lack of replay value and all the clones and stuff, but this game is a better overall game than Age of Calamity. Age of Calamity has good combat, but the RNG sucks and there's like not really a whole lot to do. Despite like cutting the roster so much, they still like don't have that many good movesets. I didn't like those things about it. I think this game is probably the best one that they put out in a long time. It's just still got problems. There's been no DLC for it. This game's been out for like, what, like 6 months? I was expecting them to drop something at the Game Awards, but I guess not. It kind of just didn't happen. Weird.
Let's earn our
They
keep.
did put out a hotfix for
I will
this
defend
recently,
this land.
so maybe there will be
We're
a
at a disadvantage here, so
DLC for
don't
this
get
at some
reckless.
point. Yeah, it's oddly silent, this game. Kind of just one and done. I really liked it, though.
Let us stand together.
Guard your back.
Take a breather. Strong enough.
Let's move out.
Turn.
Did you provide us with assistance?
Take a breather.
Looks like we got a live one. Time to get in there and fight.
The thing about this game compared to Age of Calamity, they basically got rid of
Our
all the
plans have
shit
gone
RNG,
wrong.
which was the worst thing about
None shall
Age of
surpass
Calamity. Frame rate is a valid complaint, yes, but you know, I was just playing the game at a locked 60 FPS. I solved that problem, but that game is still such a downer to play. It's like it has the things that you want, but they decided to add like DFO level of RNG, like talking hell mode.
Take a breather.
Hell mode, old hell mode RNG to a single player game with like 100 hours of content. That's being generous. I did almost everything in like 50 or 60. Like, why? Game doesn't have that much meat to have to grind me that bad. Neo 2 it is not. Playing that game is the equivalent of a toxic relationship.
Truly a forceful weapon.
You don't get what you put in. Put in a lot more than you get.
Small way I can.
I'm dragging the others down.
We have done it.
My turn.
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
It did? Wow.
Take a breather.
Yeah, I remember when I played Dawn of the Monsters on Stadia.
We can ill afford defeat.
It was like 30 FPS for no reason. And the signal kept cutting out all the time. So I'm like, alright, I'll go to the game center, which has fiber internet. Literally like the fastest internet you can have.
This helps.
At least here. And it was still fucking doing it. What a mess, man. I still really like that game though. I can't wait for the new content. I'm very excited for that. Just hope they got a fat paycheck for making that game Stadia exclusive.
I don't know how we held them
The
off.
quality of
We
the
did.
game kind of overrid the shit platform it was on. I liked it enough to finish it in those bad conditions, but that's more than I can say for other games. Definitely bought and played my fair share of games that just run like trash. I'm like, nah, I'm done. But I like that game enough to keep playing it. It's a very good game. It's mostly just the replay value is non-existent, but they're fixing that. They already said that they are, so it's not even really worth complaining about anymore. They said they're gonna fix it soon. Yeah, I like how it was 30 FPS for no reason, and I thought it was something wrong on my end, but that wasn't even the problem. The problem was that it kept fucking cutting signal. I'm like, dude, I have immaculate internet at home. And some people were saying, oh, well, maybe your internet's not good enough for it, or you don't have the right ports for it. And I'm like, bullshit. I went to the game center, which has like fiber internet. There was nobody in
Fight
there.
starts now.
It was
I will be
me and the
doing my part
employees.
for victory.
That's it, because I tend to go there like
Stay strong.
Times
We can
when-
win this.
there aren't events,
You
because
got my back.
my
I'll do
caregiver
it.
stuff.
None shall surpass me.
I don't always have time off to go. Like, dude, there's no excuse for it. No excuse for the way that game was working.
I'm swapping in.
Take a breather. I owe you one.
Stop going to bat for a corporation. Stadia just sucks. They keep trying to do cloud gaming. They keep trying to do cloud gaming. It's like, well, first thing is, most games require some kind of Twitch response, you know. You have to push a button and the game responds, like, right away. I'm not talking about just stuff like this. You know, obviously a game like this feels like shit with input lag. Like fighting games, first-person shooters, even fucking turn-based games. Like,
My turn.
people always say, like, oh, they should have just had turn-based
We're
games.
not losing
like,
to
no,
anyone.
that's low-hanging fruit. I think a turn-based game can arguably be worse when it eats your inputs. Those turn-based games are not action.
Take a breather.
Sure, not action, but the thing about turn-based games is planning. And, you know, trying to build up for like a big turn. Have everything work out the way you want. But like if the game eats your inputs, your turn's fucked, right? You could lose because of that.
Let's enjoy this.
It's less bad than trying to play a fighting game on like a cloud service, but turn-based games can be worse because it can be way harder to recover. If the game drops an input and you're supposed to like attack instead of heal, or heal instead of attack, then you might ruin your whole boss fight. Problem is just internet infrastructure is not good enough. And there's data caps and shit you have to worry about too. It's not worth $30, no. They put way too much into the story, in my opinion. That's the problem with that game. The story is good, yes, especially if you like tokusatsu like me. I watched all the story. I didn't skip through it. It was a good story, but honestly, they should have had like maybe a little bit less story, and then some kind of post-game mode. Because, like, that game is perfectly set up for a roguelike. Just the way it is right now. It's perfectly set up for a roguelike, but the game just kind of ends. You have all the gear and stuff, and it doesn't really mean anything. They are addressing that, but that's, like, the biggest complaint with that game. It should have been something that should have come up.
The fight starts now. I'll do what I've got to do. That's it.
Do you want me to lay an ambush?
I'll do it.
But I definitely went to bat for that game a lot more just because I like tokusatsu in general. It's very faithful to all types of it. It's a good game, but it's not really the best beat 'em up. And not even talking about the combat. The replay value sucks.
Take a breather.
They didn't really design that game to be played like all at once. They said they're gonna fix that, so back when they do. But yeah, $30 for a beat 'em up is pretty steep for most people.
Assistance, please.
Leave it to me. None shall surpass me. Witness to You shall not get in my way.
Is it my turn?
I shall end you. None shall survive this.
It's just really hard to make a beat 'em up in this era because everybody
I'm
has
sorry,
this
but we will be taking this
not
lap.
so secret fetish for how long the game is. It's like, well, a beat 'em up of that length needs to have good replay value and depth in combat. And it has the depth in the combat. The combat in that game is legit good, but it's just hard to make Hard to make a beat 'em up these days because people expect everything to be an 80-hour grind fest. It's like there are some games that benefit from being like that. You know, short JRPGs aren't too great. Especially if it's a very story-heavy one. You need time for like the story to actually tie everything up. But not everything needs to be an 80-hour grind fest. That's just a problem. Expect everything to be this super long game. It's like not everything needs to be that long. How many hours do I have in Otherworld Legends? It's got to be at least 100. And I beat that game twice every night on my kitty sitting streams. I would not play that game if it was like 80 hours long.
More bitter than blackest coffee.
I'll win the next
The weird
one,
thing
too.
about Dawn is that
Just
it does
stay
have
focused.
like the RPG stuff to keep it interesting long term. But you beat the game and that's it. There's nothing else to do. The game is just over. I don't know if the intense focus on the story really paid off for them either. I think most people that play beat 'em ups just want to get in and just like play for an hour. Alright, I'm done with emulators for tonight. I don't envy people that try to make beat 'em ups. Ironically, most of them actually are like arcade length. But there are some that are way too long, and then there's others that are the combat sucks. But it's like, to make a good one, it needs to be replayable and have good combat. But a lot of them are like way too long, or they're like actually arcade length, but the combat sucks. There's like better stuff you can play. We'll see how that new mode shapes up. They're also adding a Super Sentai rep, which is another thing that game really needed. It's kind of weird to make like the kind of weird to make it like they have an Ultraman rep, but they didn't have a Super Sentai one. It's kind of weird. You can't really do Kamen Rider with Kaiju size stuff. There's only like Kamen Rider J is the only one that can turn big on a regular basis. That's like his main gimmick. But not having a Super Sentai rep was another complaint I had about that, because that's like, those guys have been doing kaiju fights for like 50 years now. Almost 50 years. That was kind of a misstep. They're fixing that. They did a vote. They made it a poll kind of thing, and everybody just voted for the Super Sentai rep. It's like, yeah, you kind of need to have that. You need to have a Super Sentai rep in a kaiju thing. Because there's like way more Super Sentai than even Godzilla stuff. Because Godzilla is mostly just movies. And they've cut back on how much Godzilla stuff
Let's
they've done
go.
lately. There's
Shall we
been
get
way
this
less of it.
expedition underway?
Super Sentai has a kaiju fight literally every episode.
Let's be quick.
Come on.
So I was
follow
very
me.
happy to see that win. That's kind of a weird thing to not have.
Here it comes.
Oh no! Sophia!
We're in for it now.
We're just getting warmed up.
Dead yet.
Keep your head on straight, Jack.
You shut up, NPC. You ain't doing shit.
Better tread carefully.
Yeah. It's running better.
Leon, hold
For the
on.
most part.
There you
Couldn't hurt to take a look.
Work as a team and we'll be fine.
Final Vendetta, Jitsu Squad, and Maximus 2 are like the best beat 'em ups this year. Top 3 in no particular order. Everything else is under that. I'd place Turtles probably very near the bottom. There were a lot of like lower tier beat 'em ups that came out this year, but out of the stuff that I played, Turtles is probably like the lowest place.
There you are.
Let's make this entertaining.
The new update definitely helped, though. I'll have to try out that
Here
new
it
update.
comes.
Like they made some pretty big progress.
We'll be fine. Your mission isn't over yet, Jack.
They made throws invincible at least. It only took them like 6 months. Maybe don't fuck with the 10 commandments of beat 'em ups. Maybe don't do that. There's a reason why they're invincible, and you just kind of take that out. You get really jank scenarios. It's like that for a reason, don't change it. I remember when that game came out, their feedback channel was full of people asking for it. It's one thing when people ask for like 18 new characters and like all these new modes and stuff and rollback and everything, but like no, just make the throws invincible. They're supposed to be that way. Why are they not that way? And they're like, oh well, the throws are supposed to be a risk thing that you do or some shit like that. I'm like, no. Throws are supposed to be for positioning and doing single target damage, crowd control, repositioning yourself, repositioning the enemies. It's supposed to be for all those things, and when you just you lose like half your health bar doing one throw, then the game kind of doesn't work. I'm honestly glad they haven't added new characters to that game. That would have been stupid for them to do that. Characters are basically just clone movesets in that game anyway. Black screen. this big, slow pirate guy. Should have had a better second skill. Sucks. Too slow. This is like the coolest hard mode ever. They actually like didn't just give everything more health. They actually like really changed everything. It's pretty sick. No wonder it took them like 8 months to do it. Especially with this quality of pixel art. This isn't my favorite roguelike, but it's pretty solid. It's just an HP sponge now, huh? This big slow guy doesn't do anywhere near enough damage for how slow and clunky he is. Maybe I'll try again after this. Still haven't added a good gold sync to this game, though. That's like my biggest complaint. The meta currency is useless after like, thankfully, 10 hours. Hopefully they'll fix that in the full version. It's not fun just seeing the number go up. You have like nothing to invest in. That wasn't bad. That Davy Jones guy's way too slow. Maybe this game is why most games have really boring hard modes. They added new bosses, they added completely new sprites. They added a ton of stuff to this. It's not just, here's another 18 digits of health and you die in one hit. Have fun. They went the extra mile. Let's see here. Hello, I'm alright. Playing a video game I'm bad at for a change. I'm not very good at this game. I want to check out the new update.